Southeast Evanston is one of the best, most highly ranked neighborhoods in the Chicago area, part of Evanston, which is highly ranked by niche.com. And what you have here is the closest area to the city of Chicago that you can possibly live on the north side of the city. So we are only about a quarter mile from Chicago here, but you would never know it. This is a large home that's been on the market for over $5 million, right up on the lakefront here. That's the lake. A former professional athlete of one of our sports teams has been trying to sell this for over a year, and it's right up against the park here in Southeast Evanston, along with beautiful large homes here like this that line the street, Sheridan Road. You also have a lot of very affordable condo buildings. You have townhomes and you have smaller historic homes lining the streets. So there's a lot of nice things in Southeast Evanston, but the number one thing is you are so close to Chicago. You can get there by walking, biking, train, car, 2 different trains. It's really quite convenient. The home behind me is perched on a hill overlooking the lake, but it is not right up on the lake. So you won't get water spraying on the house in the winter and freezing. I just sold this home for a client. The new buyer moved in last year. It's a beautiful home with great lake views, but they saved a bundle because they don't pay the premium of being actually on the lake. So it's a beautiful home with great views and don't have the hassle of the lake spraying. There's some beautiful homes right across the park from the lake. Some of the fences here, I've been told, are from the original orphanages that were on some of these properties a long time ago. But you can see it's just a beautiful tree-lined street, and across the street you have the park and you see the sunrise along the lakefront. This is another home that's been sitting on the market for quite a while. It does not have lake access. This home is a mid-century modern. It's on the lake side, but again has no lake access. Sold for an incredibly high price a few months back. This unique thing about Southeast Evanston, there's a lot of beautiful buildings like this right here that are condos, apartments, and this one in particular is right across the street from the lake. And one of the last beaches in Chicago before you hit the city. You have great running paths, great biking paths, great playgrounds. This one is very new, great spaces to hang out. A little bit farther from the lake, you have some very kind of normal sized homes. Many of these are older, and if they have not been renovated, they're in need of pretty good amount of work many times. But they're just a couple blocks from the lake and a few blocks from restaurants and a downtown area. Interesting thing about Southeast Evanston, you can see behind me, the homes get a little bit larger and the lots get a little bit larger on certain blocks, and then certain blocks have smaller homes, but they all have one thing in common. They're very close to the lake. You're very close, just about a mile and a half away from Northwestern's campus, and you're close to restaurants. You're not right up on the downtown area, that's a little bit further away by the campus, but you are in an area that has good restaurants, coffee shops, and it's a really nice walkable area with many parks. Beautiful tree-lined streets, and this is a wider block than normal. Once you get into the neighborhood more, you'll see townhomes. There's properties that were built in the 60s, 70s. It's kind of a variety. You've got some great restaurants. I waited tables here in high school. And then you've got some great coffee shops, good retail, good restaurants, and then the train tracks right across to hop the train downtown. So as you get closer to Chicago and you're in Southeast Evanston, you will be looking at homes that are typically in between the 1 and 1.5 range is a very common price range. The larger historic homes closer to the lake would be more in the $2 to $3 million range. Evanston's highest home price ever is around 4.6. There's not a lot of new construction in Evanston. You actually will find more townhomes sometimes than single family homes. There's a lot of older historic homes that are preserved or renovated, and a lot of historic homes, older homes that have not been renovated but are in just such amazing locations that there's great demand for them. So there's a lot of variety: condos, big condos, small condos. You know, you can get a condo starting in 2, 3, 400,000s. That is, you know, a great location, close to downtown in Southeast Evanston. So just call, text, email if you have any questions about Evanston, Southeast Evanston at all. Besides the great restaurants, there are great grocery stores in Southeast Evanston. Besides great restaurants, there are great grocery stores in Southeast Evanston. There's a Trader Joe's, a Jewel, which is a Chicago part of Albertsons, and there are great specialty stores, health food stores, anything you really want. Tremendous demand here for those types of things. Just call, text, email, any questions at all if you have any questions about Chicago neighborhoods or suburbs.